This is Tracy Harris, and I have chosen to do my presentation on the Marital Satisfaction Inventory Revised. The MSI was originally created in 1981. It was developed by Douglas Snyder, PhD. The MSI Revised was published in 1991, and the major difference is it reduced the number of categories to 20, which was a major reduction. They reduced these categories to simplify it. It was too complex in its original format. Since the revised version came out 15 years after the original version, professionals were able to gather a lot more data, so the sample size was greater for better validation. This test is available as a paper form or via computer-based assessment. It can be implemented to individuals or groups. It's made up of 150 true and false questions, which only takes about 25 minutes to complete, and the test is self-scoring. For reliability, I looked at internal consistency and mean test-retest reliability. This test has a robust alpha for internal consistency of 0.82, which is fairly good, and a mean test-retest reliability of 0.79 after 6 weeks, which is an adequate score for reliability. Validity looks at whether the instrument assesses what it claims to assess. One measure of validity is correlation. The correlation of the revised MSI with the original MSI is 95.5. This is very high, 100 being the highest. Test-retest validity measures whether or not test results correlate with actual results. For example, couples who were asked how they thought they were doing, who said they felt they were doing better in a particular area, tended to score higher in that area as well. Couples did show an increase in score that corresponded with couples' own report of improvement in relationship. The Marital Satisfaction Inventory is intended to be given to couples experiencing marital conflict. It is used primarily in couples relationship counseling. However, it has also been used as a part of family therapy as well. The way the MSI is typically used is that a pre-test is given before treatment begins, and then a post-test is given after treatment to measure the results. Some follow-up tests have been given several weeks after treatment to assess long-term results of the treatment. There are both advantages and disadvantages to this assessment. Some advantages are the subscales allow the assessment to measure the particular issues that are important to the couple. So for example, if a couple scores low on 3 of the 20 scales, they should choose which of those 3 areas that they would like to focus on in treatment. Another advantage is that the assessment has been used with a diverse population of couples with diverse problems. Third, scores can be normalized for better comparison and generalization of results. Two disadvantages are categories were chosen by author, not by factor analysis. and test-retest validity may be affected by the fact that the person has already taken the test and is somewhat familiar with the test questions. This assessment fits well with the trait theory of personality. So, just as our personality is composed of various traits, our relationships are also composed of various traits. The MSI assesses 20 traits that form the marriage relationship. This allows each person in the marriage to identify which traits are most important to them. The improvement in the marriage is tied to improving the scores in the traits that are most important to the couple. The literature on this assessment was fairly straightforward. All the sources agreed that the MSI-R is a good assessment with practical applications in couples therapy. The MSI has been validated by a great deal of research in a diverse range of populations. What I learned is that this would be a potentially good cross-cultural assessment to use. Overall, I like the MSI-R and feel it would be a good tool to use in a marriage counseling setting for several reasons. The MSI is considered a very good measure of relational conflict in marriage couples, and a great deal of research has shown high reliability and high validity. In addition to this, the tool has been used and validated for use in diverse populations, and the tool provides a good way to measure the results of therapy and other types of intervention in couples counseling. This is the end of my presentation. Thank you and goodbye.